Welcome back. It is a fact Americans are actually losing their hair more than usual right now. Why? Stress and uncertainty at an all-time high as people navigate the pandemic. And the issue is about more than just hair loss. We're talking a loss of identity, self-confidence. So how do we stop it? Can we? Joining me live from New York is Dr. Michelle Henry with some of those answers. Doctor, good morning to you. I want to jump right to it because I think we have a little bit of a delay. Let's talk about this, and can we do anything to stop it? What is the root of the problem here?
So right now we're seeing lots of hair loss, and part of it is COVID. So COVID-19 is causing financial, social, work, stress, and that stress is manifesting as hair loss. And so there's a lot of fact and fiction going around, so I really want to try to bust some of those myths for you today. So we're seeing hair loss from stress, but hair loss can also be caused by genetics, so we can blame our parents for that. Some of the myths that I'm seeing, a lot of my patients are coming in and they believe that cutting their hair or brushing their hair can stimulate hair growth, and that's just not right. Brushing the hair is actually a form of friction, and that could do more damage than good. And we're cutting the hair, we're cutting the ends of our hair. That does nothing for the follicle, which is really the root of where our hair grows from. Something else that a lot of my patients do is they stop washing their hair. They believe that washing their hair will compromise their hair growth. But actually, the opposite is true. When you're losing hair, I really want you to stick to a consistent system and use products that help to promote hair density. So those are really the facts and the fiction, and that's a lot of what I'm seeing in my office.
Let's talk about stress and how that affects hair loss. Is that kind of what we're talking about? The more maybe inflammation or things in your body, or what is actually causing the hair to fall out?
So you're absolutely right. So our body, we have a really tight mind-body interface, and our body perceives mental stress in the same way that it perceives physical stress. So it tries to conserve those important things, and unfortunately our hair is not so important, so we'll start to notice some shedding. So it's really important that we manage our stress. So right now it's critical that we prioritize our mental health to reduce our stress, that we're getting out and we're working out to help to reduce our stress, and that we're also focusing on our diet. So what I love to do, I actually love to meditate to de-stress. So I subscribe to a lot of the apps like Calm and Headspace, and meditation is a big part of how I de-stress. Getting out there, working out, when we're working out, we're pumping those endorphins, and those endorphins really help to reduce our stress level. And we all know that our diet directly affects our skin, our hair, and our nails. So focusing on a balanced, nutritious diets. So think about foods like salmon, avocado, nuts. All of those foods contain healthy omega-3s, and those omega-3s are really critical to having full, healthy, shiny hair. And as we're stressed out, try to avoid those sugary foods. We might feel that they're enticing when we're stressed out, but those sugary foods not only can contribute to acne, but can compromise our overall health, and in turn, compromise our hair health.
I only have 10 seconds, but I wanted to give me one more tip on scalp love. What's something that we can do to kind of show our scalp some love?
Yes. So exfoliate and evaluate. So we have to exfoliate our scalp to get rid of dirt, oil, and debris. So all the products that we're using will help and absorb. So one product that I like is the Nioxin Purifying Exfoliator, and the 3-step kit helps to instantly get rid of the scale to reduce hair compromising inflammation. And then the kit contains a shampoo, a conditioner, and a treatment to really take care of the length of your hair. So exfoliate and evaluate. Your scalp should not feel itchy. It should not be painful. It should not have scale. All of those things are critical to having a healthy scalp.
Dr. Michelle Henry, I am buying what you're selling. Nicely done. I appreciate you being here today. Thank you.